Welcome to the Ostomy Body Positive Confidence Chronicles, where we highlight inspiring ostomy journeys through education, relatable stories, and expert insights. We also feature companies, products, and professionals improving ostomy care. Please like, share, subscribe, and or join our movement. The Facebook group link is in the description below. While this is coming online, I do a dance. You don't have to, you can feel free to just, dance to the music in your head. There you go. Yeah, yeah, yeah. We like to get the vibes up.
Okay,
You're doing a great job. Let me see if we're live. We're live. So there we go. I'm gonna turn this down and just make sure I've got everything ready. All right. So we have Clara.
Claire.
Claire, and how do you say, is that your middle or your last name?
What, Claire?
Just
My name,
Claire?
just
But then,
Claire. I haven't got a middle name. My
what,
surname is Mee, M-E-E.
that's what, okay, so M-W-M-E. So Claire Me.
M-E-E. Yeah, Clare
Got it.
Mee.
Claire Me. That's what I kind of thought, but then I didn't know. And you never know with names sometimes. And you're,
No, no, no.
and you're, and you're from where?
Nottingham, the UK.
Nice, nice. I love hearing your accent. It's so, I love it. I love it. Okay, they said that our sound is good, so we're good. We're good to go.
Fabulous.
What's that?
Fabulous.
Fabulous. Fabulous. Yes. So Claire, can you tell us a little bit about yourself? Like, hobbies, family, job. What do you do?
I work in an optician's and generally on the contact lens side. So I show people how to put the lenses in and out and
Nice.
clean them. And then I do all the admin for it as well. So that's my main job, part-time. I'm married to John, who's a plumber and heating engineer.
Nice.
Got two children, Nathan, who lives in Shanghai.
Oh,
Yeah, it's a long way away. So we did
yeah.
go there. Yeah, we went to Shanghai to see him. So that was great. So
Cool.
he's teaching out there. And my daughter works for the police. She's not far from me. She's in Nottingham. So I
Okay.
see her quite regular. So we're
Oh,
quite close, to be fair.
very
So,
good.
so
Very
yeah, just the
good.
two kids, but that's fine. It's just enough.
Yeah, 100%.
They're in the
Exactly.
20s now, so they're getting a bit older anyway. So
Yeah, yeah. No, that's awesome. So what type of ostomy do you have and how long have you had it?
I have an ileostomy and I've had it for 10 years. How long? April the 3rd, it'll be 10 years.
Okay. Okay.
So
I'm
they,
about the
they
same
thought
as
I
me.
had, well, they said it was Crohn's and they said it was colitis and they kept changing.
Mm,
And all the way through, they weren't 100% sure which one it was.
okay.
Um, and even when I had my surgery, there were some skip lesions and thickening, so it still could be Crohn's. And then I've got fistulas. So they are leaning towards Crohn's now, even after I've had the bowel removed and bottom removed and everything.
Wow. Wow. So yours is a permanent ostomy
It's
then.
permanent. I've had the rectum removed and everything. Yeah, all
Oh,
soon up. Will be bum.
Barbie boom. Yes. Well, you can at least smile and laugh about it. So that's great. I love that attitude. So can you share a moment? Because I suppose I have Crohn's as well. So I know as that life before an ostomy was probably difficult, right? Can you
Yeah.
describe a moment where, it helped you regain doing something that you love doing?
Well, I used to, I mean, even though I was going out with friends or anything, you were always looking out for the toilets or generally worried
Mhm.
about if you get a flare up and just feeling unwell. And it's horrible because with the flare ups I had, I couldn't go out.
Yeah,
Uh, I
yeah,
was either well or not well. It was like that, you know what I mean?
right.
So suddenly I had my stomach. I became very unwell up until the surgery. So
Mhm.
it took a bit again over the surgery. But to be fair, I wished I'd done it years ago. And I still
Yeah,
wish to this day that they treated it as another option
yeah.
for medical surgery rather than a last resort. Oh my God,
Mhm.
it's last
Yeah,
resort. I don't like that at all. I think all the way through your journey, you should have the option.
yeah.
Most
I
people.
mean, there's a lot of people that have to just kind of beg their doctors
Well,
for it.
I had to beg in the end, my gastroenterologist, and she kept saying, well, you're not as ill as you think you are, and all this kind of thing. And in the end, I ended up having emergency surgery and became really unwell. So And then they kind of vaguely admitted that it probably could have done a bit sooner. So, you know what I mean? You think, well, come on. I
Yeah.
was in hospital for 10 weeks. I could have been there for 10 days. You know what I mean?
No, yeah, and that's a good point because people who want to put it off because they don't want it, that's something to think about. If you have the option to get it while you're at least somewhat healthy versus waiting till
Exactly.
you're really ill or something happens. Yeah,
But if you're
like,
really ill and you have the surgery, you've got more complications, which I
yeah,
did have.
yeah,
And
yeah,
I, some of my complications could have been avoided had I
yeah,
had it a bit sooner when I was a bit better in myself. So I
right.
agree with that, definitely.
Uh,
Like, that's my one take on it.
yeah,
Nothing to be
exactly.
scared of. I don't think it's anything. It is a scary surgery, the thought of it. And I know lots of people, even now, who are absolutely petrified of having it done.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
once you have it done and you get used to it being there, your life is quite transformed,
yeah,
really. Like, you've
one,
got some little bits of quirky bits that are annoying, but in general,
yeah,
you feel so much better in
yeah,
yourself.
yeah. But it takes a little getting used to, but once you got the hang of it, you got it.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
speaking of, what's been the biggest challenge to adjusting to life with an ostomy and how have you overcame that challenge?
Well, the challenge for me was I've got a fistula at the base of my stoma.
Hmm.
And and I found that the challenge because it
Yeah.
fitting inside the bag, it was quite awkward. And even now, my stoma is quite an unusual shape. So
Okay.
I find it challenging sometimes to get the bag in exactly the right spot.
Okay. Okay.
Um, Not necessarily leaking and all those things, but I
Okay,
think
good.
that's my challenge.
Yeah.
It's a challenge of just getting it in the right spot
Okay.
to sit neatly, if you
Yeah.
like.
Yeah. Comfortably, you're
Unusual
under.
challenge. I know it's an unusual one because not everyone's got a fissure on the
Yeah.
stoma, but you might find people have odd shaped stomas and that, and just getting used to
Right.
how you put your bags and how you
Yeah.
get them
And
sitting in the right.
everybody's bodies are different too, so
Yeah,
that also can play a role. So,
yeah.
how has your self-image changed since having an ostomy?
I'm quite open if I'm honest,
Okay, good.
and I found as I, st- I what I did was I started a blog.
Oh, good. Oh, you did.
Yeah, yeah, and that sort of brought me out, so everyone was seeing exactly what was going on.
Yeah.
And it made me very confident. And I
Uh,
named Stone, and I think that always helps a little bit. You can call it whatever.
mhm,
And
mhm.
so I decided when I first went on holiday to the beach
Yeah.
that I was going to wear a bikini and I was going to show it off.
Yeah.
I had
That's
these little bag covers made with because I've got there's a cartoon stoma,
okay.
Thomas's is, and I have a picture of him on there with sunglasses on and things like that. So. And I just
Cute.
want to show off. Don't get me wrong, there are occasions when you can see people looking, not many, but and then you feel a bit more, a bit more
Yeah.
self. So it's
Yeah.
it's
And I
swings
think
and roundabouts.
like writing, like you said, you're out and open. I think writing or talking about it really helps the healing process when because if
Mm.
you stuff it down, it tends to, create other issues.
Even
So talk
even if you're not going to publish it, just
right,
write it for
right.
yourself.
Yes.
Even. Yeah.
Yes, yes. Well, feel free to post your blog in the group.
Okay. I think
Yeah.
I may have done that. I'm not sure if I have or not. I'm not sure. I will do
Okay.
though. Yeah.
Well, if I mean, yeah, if you're still you or even if they're just old, old letters or writings, just go ahead and
Mhm.
yeah, put them in.
Okay.
Okay. And then do you have any advice that you could give to somebody who was struggling with body image? I mean, you went out to the beach and felt
Yeah.
pretty good afterwards. So
I think to be able to be on groups like the one
okay.
that I'm with yourself,
Hmm.
and you're talking to other people,
Yeah.
you don't feel alone. Because
Yeah.
if you're at home, your neighbours and that all going to have stomas and stuff. So
Right.
you've got to
Exactly.
immerse yourself a little bit in the. So there's hundreds of people out there
Yeah.
that do have it.
Yeah. Or
And
thousands.
yeah, and follow a few people on Facebook or wherever, and
Mhm.
see what they do and that, and you'll soon become less
Yeah.
worry about it.
Yeah.
I think immerse yourself a bit more in the get to know a
Hmm.
few other people and join a few groups
Yeah.
online.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. And I think that's important. And I see people, even if they don't engage in the group, they're still there and they're still hearing
They're in the
your opinion.
background, yeah.
They're in the background. Yeah, that's
And they
important.
suddenly decide to feel a bit more confident to post something.
Hmm.
It takes a while sometimes just to, because when I first had my stoma, I didn't know anybody. I knew about the stoma because when you've got inflammatory bowel disease, you do tend
Yeah,
to know that it's a
yeah,
possibility.
yeah.
But I didn't know anyone who'd had it, so I didn't. And then a friend of mine said, "Oh, my old babysitter, she's got very similar to you, problems with fistulas, and she's had a
Okay.
stoma." And she came to see me and we became friends. And she took me out to one of these other groups where we go out for a meal with others. And I
Mhm.
became really involved with it to the fact that I'm now on the committee for the
Oh, wow.
Knox Derby Ostomy Association that we've got here in the
Oh,
UK.
that's so sweet. Oh, good.
Yeah,
Good.
it kind of got me out there to do.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
it was
I'm
lovely
happy.
meeting other people and just chatting and being able to
Yeah.
say, "Oh God, my bag this or my bag." Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
To people who totally understand.
It is. And that's the human connection part that you need too,
Mm.
still, that in-person, group. That's great. That's good. Thank you
Mm.
for being an advocate. I love that.
Yeah.
What's one misconception about living with an ostomy that you wish more people understood?
There's more than one, but I'm trying to think of one. I guess that it doesn't smell is
Mhm.
one because it really doesn't. It's totally sealed.
Yeah.
People think, "Oh, I'm going to smell, I'm going to leak all the time."
Yeah.
I have one friend who's getting worried about having the surgery, and she read somewhere that a bag just blew off or fell off. I thought, they're hearing things that in your wildest dreams are very rare. Do you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I think that it's just the fact that you can live with it and it's
Yeah.
there and it's
Yeah.
fine and it's
Yeah.
sealed
Yeah.
and you decide how you go about it.
Yeah.
You decide
Yeah.
when you know what I mean? It doesn't decide for you kind of thing. It is
Yeah.
there. You don't know it's there. You can't feel it most of the time.
Mhm.
And I think people's misconceptions about this thing being there is
Yeah.
painful to touch. That's another one,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
It was
Sometimes
more than
it's
one, but
right. It's easy to forget sometimes that you even have it, or you're
yeah,
so once
sometimes
you
you do,
became
don't you?
once you
Mm,
become 10 years into it, like I'm over 10 years into it too, and it's
mm.
like forget sometimes that
Yeah.
that's even a
Yeah,
thing, but
yeah,
yeah.
you can't feel it. I mean, there's moments like if you go out for a drink and a meal, you kind of just touch yourself, make sure you don't need to empty it. But that's all it is, really.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's being
Yeah.
mindful of, you can tell, can't you? You just put your hand there and have a little.
Right.
Mm,
So being that you're 10 years into this, you
mm.
probably have come up with some tips or ways that managing your ostomy is easier on a day-to-day basis. Do you have anything that you could share with the group that you found works for you?
I've always liked the seals,
Hmm.
the rubber, not rubber, whatever they're made of, seals. Because if you have got a small little, the bag fitting isn't quite right,
Yeah.
and you've
Yeah.
got a bit of skin showing, this will cover it.
Okay,
So it
like
doesn't
the
matter.
barrier strips or
Yeah, they're like a ring, and then you
okay.
cut, stretch them, and put them around
Yep.
your soap. And
Okay.
I just think it fills in any gaps that you've got if your bag
Sure.
isn't quite in the right position, you've got a bit of skin showing, because that can be obviously, as you know, if you have a bit of
Yeah,
output on your skin, it's not very nice and it gets itchy. So
exactly.
that is one thing that I've always used since day one,
Yeah.
mainly because of the fistula, but I would use
Okay.
it anyway. I would use it anyway because it just fills
Yeah.
in all the little gaps. So
Yeah,
when
I
you
use one too. I think it helps it stay on the barrier stay on long
it
too.
sticks to that as well, doesn't it? I
Mm-hmm.
just think it helps. It's like a bit of an extra double
Yeah.
skill, if you like, just to.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
yeah, that has helped me from day one of wearing my bag, and
Okay.
also finding the right bag for you. Because
Mm-hmm.
when you're in hospital, they give you the first bag. I don't know if it's like that in America, but they give you the first bag, and you kind
Mm-hmm.
of get used to using that one.
Yeah.
But it might not be quite right. I ended up changing mine because that one,
Yeah.
it just didn't stay very well in the right
Yeah.
place. It didn't feel right. So I think you
Exactly.
got to have the option to change. I mean, I don't know
Right.
what it's like on your insurance system, whether you can do that.
Well, that's just it here in the United States. Um, I think it sounds like you guys have a great system there. Here in the United States, they're trying to change that now. they're saying that in the year 2027, I think it's 2027, that Medicare now is going to say, hey, you can only have this certain brand based on the competitive bidding thing, which
Okay.
if anyone's listening, I posted something about it yesterday or the day before. I think yesterday I posted to take action with the UOAA. That's super important that our voices be heard. So just putting it out there. Yeah. And you're right, because it's like for me, I've been in Coloplast now for over 10 years. I tried another brand just to try it over the summer. And I'm like, whoa, I can't do this. This would not work for
And
me.
look, well, if they say you can only have that brand, I mean, that would be awful.
It would be awful, because for me, I need the convexity of my appliance to
I've
push
got
my stoma out. And that one just did not provide, even their um,
wasn't as good.
convex did not work for me. It really created like constipation in me, like didn't let me have bowel movement. So yeah, so for me, that would be me, but there's hundreds and thousands of other people that it would
Yeah,
affect as well for whatever reason.
yeah,
So yeah.
different bags suit different people, and that's just how it is. And you need to have the choice. Yeah, all your sprays and that, they can be the cheapest, whatever.
Yeah.
Really, we
Yeah.
have this a little bit. We do have like a itinerary of ones that we can and
Yes.
can't order,
Yes.
but the bags they leave well alone. You can
Yes.
choose. You can have whatever bags. It's all the other bits that, to
Okay.
be fair,
Yeah.
aren't that bad.
For
Yeah.
sure, for sure.
Mhm.
Really quick, I just want to acknowledge people that are watching. Teresa says, "Happy Catterday, everyone." She loves cats, so Saturday
Oh,
cat.
that's lovely.
And I know she goes to volunteer on Saturday. So hi, Teresa. Happy Valentine's Day. And
Definitely.
yes, I will repost that Medicare thing again, asking in the group. So I will repost that. One
Mhm.
last question before we go. Now, I didn't prepare you for this one, but I do ask people this.
Yeah.
If you could write a fortune cookie message about a life with an ostomy, what would it say?
Oh gosh.
I
What
know.
would I think? It'd be somewhere along the lines of have no fear.
Yeah, there you go. I love that. Yeah, that's
Have
perfect.
no fear. Gosh, you can live
Yeah,
with a bad kind of
yeah,
thing. Yeah.
exactly.
It's
No, but
no fear. Have
I
no
love
fear.
I love that. I love it. It's beautiful. That's exactly right. I love we shouldn't have any fear. And that was kind of like my biggest message I had a few years ago was like, go do what you want to do, live your life, experience the things you want to experience, because, you can't let anything try to hold you back,
No.
nothing. And especially in ostomy, right? Like, go live your life, it's just,
Yeah.
you got to go out places. You got to be out and living and
If you
thriving.
can't see it under your clothes,
Yeah.
there'll be hundreds of people that have passed you by.
Yeah.
You will have had one and you have no idea.
Exactly. Exactly. So, well, that was excellent interview. I'm so glad we got to know you. And I'm
And I've
thank
met you now.
yeah, now we've met online. I love doing these because it's like it adds a layer of me knowing people that are in the group.
Yeah,
And
you'll see
yeah,
it.
I feel close. I feel a lot closer to you, even though you're, thousands of miles away.
It's weird, isn't it?
I'm coming there sometime. I mean, I keep telling myself, I'm going to the UK. I don't know. I'm just gonna buy a backpack and stick ostomy supplies in it and head over
And off
to.
we go.
I
Yeah.
mean, I'm just saying, like, I'm gonna make it happen one
Well, come
day.
to
So
Nottingham then, please.
I will. I will. It sounds dreamy. So there's
I
that.
don't know about dreaming, to be fair, but all right.
Well, thank you. You have a good evening where you're at because it's evening,
Thank you,
and
Nicole.
I will talk to you later. Thank you very
All
much.
right, take care.